Good evening. I'm Steve Anderson, Associate Publisher and Editor-in-Chief of Laser Focus World. And we are pleased to partner with CLEO again this year to support the Innovation Awards program. The program was established to honor exhibitors who have demonstrated outstanding leadership and made significant contributions in advancing the field of optics and photonics. So first, I'd like to recognize the companies receiving honorable mentions in this year's competition. The second honorable mention is ID Quantique for the development of an indium-gallium-arsenide, indium phosphide-based photon counter for telecom wavelengths that will enable further developments in applications such as cryptography, single-photon source characterization, and eye-safe-lidar. Fred Perry of Boston Electronics is here representing ID Quantique.
The second CLEO Laser Focus World 2011 Innovation Awards honorable mention product went to ID Quantique for their ID 210 single photon detection system. And ID Quantique has created a very unique system, quite different from most of the single photon detection systems on the market. And I'm here with Fred Perry. Fred is president of Boston Electronics, and Boston Electronics is a distributor for ID Quantique products. And he's going to tell you about this product and what makes it so innovative in the industry.
This is really a new detector. Operates from 900 to 1700 nanometers, and it's the first detector that can operate without having to be turned off between events, between detecting photons. Previous versions of single photon counters at this wavelength always had to be count a photon, turn it off, and let this thing recover, and then turn it back on and wait for the next photon event. The difference is that you can throw away a lot of data. You don't know what you didn't see while you were turned off or gated is the way it was thought of. There are big implications for this device, which now can be a free-running photon counter in the telecom wavelengths. The company, ID Quantique, basic business is quantum key distribution, which is to say the distribution of a random sequence of numbers which can be used to decode an de-encrypt an encrypted message. And that can be done with perfect security over a fiber optic network, but only by counting photons and using some other optical tricks, which are pretty complex, but really what it takes is to be able to count photons. In order to have perfect security, you need one quantum key bit for every bit of information that's transmitted. So if you want a high bit rate of transmission of information, you need a high bit rate of quantum key distribution. The ability to free run with this device should allow quantum key distribution at significantly higher rates than have been done in the past. That's number one. There are, however, a lot of other potential applications of significant interest with this device. The first one that comes to mind is something in biological optics, which is called diffuse optical tomography. In that, photons are introduced to tissue, human tissue typically, or some other tissue, but maybe lab animals. And the idea is to gain some clues or knowledge of what's under the surface by seeing the photons that are scattered through the tissue and come back. It's important not only whether they come back or not. If they're absorbed, that's also a clue. The great thing about this device is that it operates at the wavelengths at which tissue is most transmissive. And for that reason, the potential for seeing at greater depths and into tissue is, very significantly enhanced. Essentially, ultimate sensitivity. The single photon is, less than this, there is none other, shall we say. You will never make a detector that is any more sensitive than the ID 210, and you could make it more efficient, but at least for what it does see, we'll have ultimate sensitivity.